Welcome back to 31 Black Witches of Halloween. Today, y'all, we got a 2-for-1 special. Y'all know I hate long intros, so let's just get right into it. Day 10, the Skeleton Keys, Mama Cecile, and Papa Justify. In the deep, humid swamps of Louisiana, there's a house that holds a secret darker than death itself. Some call it haunted, but it's just not ghosts. It's something far more older and a power to match. Their names were Mama Cecile and Papa Justify. They were Hoodoo practitioners who turned fear itself into immortality. Back in the early 1900s, Mama Cecile and Papa Justify worked as servants for a wealthy white family on a plantation-style estate, a little bit outside of New Orleans. But what that family didn't know was that those two weren't no regular, ordinary servants. Some say their practice was old as time itself. African-rooted magic. Born from survival, resilience, and ancestral power. Their rituals drew strength from the spirits, from earth, and from pain itself, like we've been doing for hundreds and thousands of years, with or without magic. And when the family discovers their secret, they accused them of witchcraft, as usual. Mobs stormed their quarters, dragged them outside, and had them from trees, while children watched. But here's the twist. As their bodies swung lifeless underneath the moon, their souls escaped using an ancient Hoodoo ritual. In the English language, it would be called body transference. This is a style of Hoodoo that people been using. I told y'all before. That's what I think Marie Laveau been using. That's how she been living this long. While y'all saying it was her daughters, Marie could make a lump of clay into a person and transfer her soul there. Y'all don't know. There's a lot going on right in front of your eyes. Okay. Back to the story. Body transference, right? If you don't know what that is, it allows the spirit to move from body to body, stealing life through possession. You might have seen it in other shows like The Vampire Diaries and many other witchy shows. I'm not about to name all them, but yeah. So interestingly enough, this picture I have right here, they took over the bodies of 2 children. These were some of the kids that watched them being from the tree. So now they're hidden in plain sight. Years turn into decades, and they continue that same ritual. Every time they lose a host body, or it aged or grew weak, they started moving from vessel to vessel. They became eternal, haunting the same decaying house, not as ghosts, but as living souls refusing to die. This is a crazy way to get your lick back. Imagine you do something wrong to somebody, and they come back in all different type of shapes and forms, and you never know it's them. You never know who's who. Scary. Like, y'all refuse to die? Like, what's y'all dating time, your ETA of, laying down in your nice plush coffin, going in the ground, saying your goodbyes. I don't want to live forever, so I don't be understanding stuff like this. But you don't know what these people going through. Tough times, huh? When Caroline, a hospice nurse, arrived at the house, years later, she thought she was helping an old, paralyzed man and his fragile wife. But no idea that the real souls inside those bodies were Papa Justify and Mama Cecile, waiting for their next vessel. By the time she discovers the truth, it was too late. Through mirror chant and sacred symbols, they performed the ritual again, and Caroline's body became their new home. To this day, the legend of Mama Cecile and Papa Justify reminds us sometimes the most powerful spirits don't haunt you, they become you. So what I want to ask y'all is, did every soul they transfer with go into their old body? I know the kids was from the tree, but what happens to those souls every time they swap with them? Do those souls not want to get their lick back? Do they not linger around? Do they not have unfinished work? Honestly, y'all, I haven't seen Skeleton Key in so long. Y'all done just started something up again. I'm probably going to rewatch it tonight. It was that good. So if you haven't seen it, I suggest you see it. They don't make movies like this no more. The fact that this is still good today, I'm over here still nervous for Caroline. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Was Papa justified and Mama Cecile justified, or were they dead wrong? That's what they always tell y'all. There's no other wrath than a witch's wrath. Y'all stay woke, stay blessed. I'm Cube of Lore, and this is 31 Black Witches of Halloween. And if you like content like this, don't forget to engage from the bottom up. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. And if you're a new viewer, So after yesterday, doing that video on Mama Cecile and Papa Justified, I decided to watch Skeleton Key again as an adult. You know, sometimes you see something different. Because I was a kid when this came out. First of all, shout out to Kate. You did your big one. But Caroline, you done pissed me off. Caroline had so many signs, y'all. Everybody told her, like, I don't know about that. Jill was like, I don't know about that, friend. The nurse that came prior to her was like, yeah, gang, I don't think you want to do that either. Them people, my mom told me about it. Everybody told me about it. Yeah, this ain't that. She only trusted Luke's word. That was very weird. You didn't even know this man. This man's a stranger. You just met him. And he's a lawyer? You know they liars. But Violet, Mama Cecile, she played the game good. Like when she first told the story about what happened when they were teaching the children. I'm like, they made it seem like they wanted their lick back, but this was their plan all along. To infiltrate a family, one of these families, and ruin their lives and live forever. Somebody even said on the film, Papa been working on it, but they said he didn't complete it because he didn't live. Something on those lines. I'm over here like, yeah, he sure did. That first family activated it. They probably didn't even know how it worked. But they was clearly doing that spell on them kids. Whole time Violet telling the story, she the third Mama Cecile. I was confused as a kid. So Mama Cecile went into the little girl, right? Grace lived a long life, and Papa jumped into Martin, right? And those are the two siblings that they said lived in the house, and they got all the parents' money. Then they say that daddy pew-pewed the mom, and then himself, and left the kids all the money. That's crazy. Then they sold the house to the Devereaux, Violet and Ben, because it was an easy, quick swap. And then the siblings had strokes or heart attacks immediately after. So now Violet and Ben is living out their life. They're ready to swap again. So yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3. They on 4. Now they're playing God. They playing greedy. They definitely were dark entities at this point. Caroline even went to Mama Cynthia and got something for Ben, but didn't get something for herself. Whole time, there's a sigil carving underneath her bed. It's crazy. Y'all need to go back and watch. The movie is still fire, still top tier, and great around this Halloween time. And trusting Luke, whole time, he's Papa Justified. He was too chummy with Violet Devereaux. I would have never trusted him. So yeah, they took those 2 bodies, signed over to the houses, the money as usual, flipped everything, and went about their life. Yeah, you go in the ambulance, you go ahead. Meet us there. They gonna need somebody. Whole time they out of here. Long story long, y'all. All money ain't good money. I'm Cube of Lore. This is Forbidden Lore. And if you like content like this, engage from the bottom up. Y'all know, like, comment, subscribe. But if you're new here, come here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. But why would you watch this whole video and did not press follow? Why don't you follow me yet? And as always, this is only for entertainment purposes. Hypothetically and allegedly. Speaking, of course. I'll catch y'all in the next video.